Legos under my skin. Like, it was awful. It was awful. It was just really, really hard. Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am not a doctor. I am just sharing my story. Let's get down to business. Let's make a long story really short for you. I think going on Accutane is a really, really big decision. So let me just explain to you what I did before I went on Accutane. I never had problems with my skin, ever. I been through like puberty, teenage years, nothing ever happened to my skin. I had beautiful clear skin all the time, maybe a pimple here and there like any other teenagers, but honestly nothing crazy, so I never worried about it until I turned 22. I started breaking out and I didn't really understand why I was breaking out so much. Like suddenly I woke up and I started feeling like bumps, and like it just got worse and worse. I started doing so much research on skincare. I don't think I was really paying attention to what kind of products I was putting on my skin or whatever, because I mean, if it's doing fine, like why would you question what you're doing with your skincare routine? So I started buying like really expensive products that were supposed to clear my skin or be really, really good for me, and I spent so much money on so many different products that did not help. So I talked to my doctor and I was like something is clearly wrong over here. I was like, fuck. So he prescribed me Stieva A. He prescribed me that and I started using this once every other day. That's what he kind of like suggested me, because it's a really like intense cream, and what it does, it kind of like takes away like the first layer of your skin that you have like currently, so your skin becomes really, really thin, which is not really good for you. After the first week, I kind of like saw like an improvement in my skin, but like really, really, really small. So I was like, let me stick to this like a little longer and see what happens. My skin broke out even more. Like, fuck this. And so I decided to get an appointment with a dermatologist for the first time in my life. I had to wait a good 2 months before I was able to get an appointment, which really sucked. And so I told her everything that I tried. I mean, I have a really good diet. I have like a really good like healthy lifestyle, because I'm a professional dancer. Like, I need to take care of my body. Like, I've always been doing that. So that wasn't the problem. I tried to cut like milk out of my life. I tried to cut bread. Like, what if it was gluten or like lactose intolerant? It wasn't that. It wasn't any of that. I tried everything. She agreed immediately to prescribe me Accutane and start the drug. And I already knew all the side effects. I already read about it so much. I had to fix this. I did Accutane on 20 milligrams for 2 months. My skin started getting really bad towards the end of the second month, like literally purging. I have to say though that after the first 2 months, my chin cleared up super quick. I didn't have any pimples on my chin anymore. Everything was on my cheeks. Like literally the only place that I had acne was on my cheeks, and it was getting really bad. I went to see her again after 2 months. She doubled my prescription to 40 milligrams a day. I did have side effects, but not that crazy. Honestly, the first 2 months I was like, I can handle this. I mean, I can handle dry lips, you know what I mean? Like, I can't even describe how crazy my skin got. I literally couldn't even touch my skin. I couldn't touch my cheeks. Anything that would touch my face would be so painful. I would not be able to sleep on my sides. Just the wind on my face. I'm gonna put pictures. Boom. This was in October. Like, it felt like I had Legos under my skin. Like, it was so hard, and like I felt all the bumps. Like, I couldn't move my face. Like, it was awful. It was awful. I would cry myself to sleep at night. I would wake up I would look at myself in the mirror and I would be so sad that I'm still there. I'm still at this, literally, like, thinking about it, and like I just get so emotional still because it was so hard. Oh my gosh. It was just really hard to just face the world every day. Your friends do get used to you having acne, but strangers don't. I think until you get really bad cystic acne, you don't know what it feels like. Just walking outside and like having everyone like look at you, like, of course they're not necessarily looking at your acne, but you can't help but like think that. It was really hard because I knew also that this skin affected my ability to book jobs. I didn't look pretty. I wasn't what the industry wanted me to be. Just in the industry in general, like, girls are so pretty. Being there, like, beside them, looking like the way I did, damn, I wanted to die. I kind of was able to disappear. I would never go out. I mean, I never go out anyway, but like, I would really never go out. I would stay inside as much as I can. I would hide all the time. I would hide my face as much as I can with like either my hair or like a mask or just like a scarf or something. I didn't go on dates for months. I couldn't think that anyone would want to have dinner with me or like get to know me looking like this. And so, Accutane. Even now, my skin is not nowhere near perfect. I do have acne scars, and there's like a few spots that I know hasn't healed. I'm really happy with my skin right now. I know it will get better even after you finish Accutane. Like, it still like gets better and your skin like readjusts to like real life and everything. It took 8 months when I thought it would take 3-4 months. There are a lot of side effects that you can get from Accutane. Not everyone get them. Not everyone gets the same. Not everyone. Some people don't get any. Some people get all of them. And I got all of them pretty much. The first symptom that I showed, side effect, was dry lips, which I don't think anyone can really escape from that one. I think that's the very first one that everyone gets. The second side effect that I started seeing after a month was mostly like my appetite. Like, I would wake up in the morning and like just thinking about food would make me like nauseous, and it got worse. Like, there's so much food that I couldn't eat that would like make me like throw up sometimes. The third one was definitely my hair. I lost so much hair. I would go in the shower, wash my hair, and every time that I did this, I would literally have like, I felt like I had cancer, and I thought I was going bald, and I mean, I kind of did. I mean, my hair is really thin. It was already thin, but now it's like, there's nothing, there's nothing left. So, emotional side, like mentally, it was the biggest fight I've ever had in my entire life. Honestly, I don't even know how I did it. And that's why every time I talk about it, I start crying because, okay, I would never forget this feeling that I had every day. But okay, sorry, it's just a lot. And then more side effects that I started seeing. December was the month where I started having back pain, and I was like, whoa, I heard about this symptom, but like, the back pain just increased every single day. It increased so bad, and I started having joint pain. It was like a fight between my body, my mental health, and like just life in general. I love what I do. I love dancing. I love training, but it wasn't fun for me for the full last like 4 months that I was on this drug, which means the whole year of 2020. I would wake up in the morning, and that's another side effect. I would be so tired all the time. Like, wake up and feel like I never slept. So I would wake up, and I'm sure we all like experienced it, but you know, like when you have like a cold and then you have fever, and like how your muscle hurts, how your body hurts, and it's so weak. I would literally feel like this every single day. I feel like I'm 107 years old and like literally like holding on to everything to like wake up my body and stand and like look at myself in the mirror with like a crazy face and just be like, wow, nothing is going well. It was hard for me to like train, and I would still go to the gym and I would train as hard as I would train before, even though it hurt. And I remember crying in the middle of my workouts, but still going because I couldn't like gave up. Like I would cry at the gym, I would cry in the train, on walking outside, going anywhere, I would cry in the bathroom at BDC, like because I would be in so much pain. I didn't want people to know that I was going through something so hard, you know, like because everyone is. And so that was really awful, like the muscle pain, joint pain, back pain after the 5th month. I was literally going day by day and like waking up and be like, I can do one more day. And I did that for the last 4 months of my ACCUTANE journey. The biggest symptom for me, it was how much my body hurt on top of my training, but keep training as hard as I can. Another thing, when you take ACCUTANE, your immune system gets really weak. I already had a weak immune system. I got sick for 2.5 months straight. I went to the hospital in New York. My worst fear. I've never been this sick in my entire life. The last month that I was on it, I would be extremely tired. I would fall asleep at friend's house. Sometimes I would miss my stop on the train because I was sleeping. After the 5th month, it just got worse and worse and worse. But overall, I am so happy that I went on Accutane, even though it was torture for 8 months. Like, I would go through it again because I couldn't do it anymore. I literally couldn't do it anymore. So I would go on that drug again if I had to. I never thought I would see the day where I can touch my cheeks, I can touch my whole face without hurting, without feeling any bumps. It took 8 months, but it happened. I mean, if you're at that point in your life where you tried all different products and it didn't help and nothing worked, then maybe Accutane is something that you can consider if you're ready to commit to it. Now I have a pretty good skin and I'm happy with it, and yeah, I'm sharing my story. I never thought I would do that, but while I was on it, I remember like looking at videos all the time, trying to look for any kind of like hope. If you have any questions and if you need any tips, of course, I'm happy to give anyone any advice that I can from my experience with it. If you have any friends actually went on the drug, like totally talk to them. Like I remember having conversations with friends before I went on it. Yeah, definitely like talk about it with your doctor, with your friends, watch a bunch of videos, like read things, and everyone will experience this a different way. So yeah, I hope you are okay. And if you're on Accutane right now and you're going through something, like it is normal. It is 100% normal and it will take time, but it will work. So I think on that note, we are done with our first video, everybody. Thank you so much for listening to my story. Yeah, I don't really know what to say, but I'll be back. So thank you so much. With this cream, fuck it. Thank you so much.